We're going to get the party started. 631-632-6901. This is Street FM. I am Ike Infamous, DJ 631, DJ Doc Rock. Of course, shout out to my dude, DJ Mickey Knox, F Train. Oh, I must shout out Nadia Blake. Shout out to you, most definitely.
What does it mean to be a hip-hop artist? I think a hip-hop artist is basically just an expression of what they go through. You know what I mean? What everybody goes through in their own. You know, somebody who's from the projects is only going to talk about what they know in the projects, and somebody from the suburbs is only going to talk about what they know from the suburbs. It's just about how you live. It's about just like how you do. You know what I mean? So every hip-hop artist, you would hope, has a different story than the next, you know? I feel like there's a bit of a disconnection from what it was when hip-hop first started to where it is now. When hip-hop first started out, it was about we're pleading, we're telling our side of the struggle, we're letting you know how serious of an issue it is. Even if they don't tell you in the newspaper or in the news, this is what's going down in the middle of the Bronx or in the middle of Queens. And as it has evolved along with technology and everything like that, it's turned into just whatever, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people now consider themselves to be hip-hop artists who just put up YouTube videos or who just do ringtones or things like that. So it's a disconnection from its roots, yeah, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. As long as it's got soul and some funk in it, it should be good, you know, as far as hip-hop, because at the end of the day, it's still making good music.
That's a wrap, boys.
Great show!
Hip-hop is really evolving because, like I said, everyone's doing it, and everyone is good at it. You don't have to live in a certain agriculture to, like, make it move. You know what I mean? You don't have to be from the ghetto to be good at hip-hop. You can be from the suburbs, you can be a girl, you can be a guy, anybody. It's all about the craft. If you really nice and practice it, you don't have to be in a certain genre. So I think it's gonna move eventually because everybody's doing it and everybody's getting better at it. Every race, every culture, every genre, every gene, man, woman, everyone's nice now. Everyone's getting good at it. You know what I mean? Where before, like, it was like you had to be this to make hip hop. Now, you could be anybody.
Now, since music has changed so much, I mean, now you're having pop music going to house music and R&B going to pop, and then hip hop doing R&B. Everybody's changing.
Now it seems everyone needs a hero. I'ma try to come and rescue, even though I was named as hero.
I keep in mind the people who told me that I couldn't do it, or, you know, I mean, I haven't done a super amount yet in the small time that I've been, like, known for, like, my music, but I really do it for the people who said I couldn't do it, and I do it for the people who support me.
I am honest, I've been dreaming for the longest time to rewind. This is time I come from mines. Ain't saying that I'm perfect. When I'm out here, it seems worth it. I've worked it to a point, it doesn't matter if the surface.
Frat rap was kind of started, you know, in the last year or so. Really became really popular with the emerging, like, artist Sam Adams out of Boston. He, like, just started doing this thing where it was like all of a sudden Asher Roth, you know, like a bunch of these artists were like, they're not hardcore rappers, but they're still rappers and they can still spit and make a good song. So people were like, well, what, they made us frat rappers. You don't necessarily need to be in a frat. It's just like this term that, like, categorizes all the kids who are not, like, poor or from the streets. Like, we're all from, like, nice families, like, but we could, you know, like, handle bars too. Like, we just because you don't need to live a hard life to spit, like, good raps.
Now everybody knows his name.